congratulations, great win, guys. 7 in a row.
Yeah, thank you.
Feeling good heading into the finals now?
Yeah, definitely. I think today's probably I'll rewind a bit, but we've been playing pretty good basketball lately, but we haven't felt like we've sort of put it together for a full game. We sort of have had either a really good half or a good quarter then a bad quarter or whatever it's been. And I think today's probably the first time where we've really been able to kind of string together some good form in all 4 quarters, and we've got good contributions from everybody, and being able to tick a lot of boxes. Like we were, really good on the glass, I felt today, created a lot of second chance opportunities, we moved the ball pretty well. And Adelaide, to their credit, second half really upped the physicality on defence, and I thought that it threw us for a few minutes, but we managed to regather ourselves and execute well and get some good shots, and I think we're building nicely going into the finals.
Yeah, absolutely. You could really see it out there. I think one of the words my play-by-play, the word we used the most was composure. You guys just look super composed. Lauren, you had a great game. Sorry, I'm not usually here by myself. Sorry. You obviously had a great game. You had finished with 16 points, 11 rebounds, 2 blocks. How are you feeling out there, and do you think it was it came about because of the great team performance and you were able to feed off of that?
Yeah, I think all around, everyone that stepped on the floor tonight just knew what we were doing. We were all kind of in sync, playing really hard. I think one of the things we've talked about is go as hard as you can when you're on the floor, because we do have a deep bench and people that can come in and keep our rotation going, and I thought we did a great job of that.
Yeah, it was great to see. And Shannon, did you mentioned that you haven't been able to put the game together like that before. What do you think the difference was tonight? Is it just time building over the season, or was there things that the team did tonight that you'd been asking for?
Oh, look, I think it started in the first 5 minutes. Just the intensity we played with. We locked in on defense. We ran off stops. It's probably like the first, we had a funny weird patch in the first quarter where there wasn't a stoppage for about 3 straight minutes, and we're waiting to sub, and I had 4 people that had been going so hard out there that were like, I need a sub, and that hasn't happened this year, and that's something we've been, like Lauren just touched on, we've talked about that, like we have good depth, we've got players that aren't playing at the moment who have come in and helped us win games this year, so we need to be able to maximise our depth the most that we can. And I think the way we do that is by really playing that hard that you need a sub. And I think we did that tonight. Start of the first half we did it. Start of the second half we did it. And that just then flows on. And the people coming in like your Alex Fowlers and Mansfields and Saffrons, Nylock came in the first quarter and made an impact straight away. Those guys coming in and doing the same thing makes us really tough to play against. So. Credit to the girls. I think it's something we've been talking about for a few weeks now, and it's the first time that I think we've really done it, and they can feel what that feels like. So hopefully now we're able to replicate that going into our game next week.
Yeah, absolutely. Offense, it always looked like even if you didn't get that first look, you had a second or a third, and everyone was always moving. How easy does that make your life, Lauren, as a big and also being obviously for the team a huge advantage for you to be able to go hard inside but also step out and take that 3?
Yeah, we have been working really hard this season on making the extra pass and making reads off the pick and rolls. I think the guards have done a great job of that, and when the bigs catch it inside and everyone collapses, just making that extra pass. And I thought we did a good job. I don't know how many assists we had, 23. So I think we did a good job with that.
I think you did too. So you take the Flames in Sydney, the Flames in Sydney, and then you got Perth at home. Yep. You're feeling good going into that?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we'll get home, review this game, we'll have our normal routine going into the Sydney game on the Wednesday next week. And that's going to be another really tough game. And I think that's the great thing about the back end of this season for us is, Adelaide were still fighting to try and get a final spot. Sydney are going to be exactly the same. They're desperate to get that 4th spot. And then obviously we won't worry about that one yet, but once we get to the Perth game, that's going to be a big game as well. So, I think that's a great thing for us going in is we're going to be coming up against everyone that's giving us their absolute best, and we're going to have to play better each game to be able to keep getting wins. So, I'm really happy with where we're at right now, and now our job is to just continue learning and improving and growing each game, and hopefully we're ready when the finals come around.
Yeah, well, congratulations on a great game and all the best for the finals.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.